Hello, happy people. As you know, you may have seen my post or you may not know, I have started investing in Bitcoin. Now, what is Bitcoin? It is digital currency. Now, I'm be honest, when it first came out, I thought it was only used for nefarious purposes, such as buying things off the dark web. Not true at all. Bitcoin has many cryptocurrency has many uses and applications that are growing as more people find out about it, know about it, do the research. So how do you get a Bitcoin? Because you can't touch it, you can't hold it. It's not like the dollar that I don't have with me right now. But it's not like this notebook. You know, if this notebook was, say this notebook was $1, touch it, you can hold it, you can pass it along. Once you give the notebook away, it's no longer yours. You have, it's gone. You know that because there's nothing left in your hand. But with Bitcoin, it's digital, it's on the internet. It's never really tangible. It's never really there for you to hold. So it's not as readily accepted as money, as USD. So if you were thinking about Bitcoin, but you weren't sure, you wanted to know the ins and outs, and it sounds too risky, and you need to know the whys in order to realize that it's not going anywhere, I got you. So like I said, how do you get a Bitcoin? It's mined. Ooh, mined, you say? How do you mine digital currencies? Great question. I've got a great answer. I have it written down in my book. Because I literally just figured it out now. Up late at 5:02 in the morning, been up for hours trying to break it down. I knew I wanted to invest. I knew it wasn't going anywhere. Time to get in is now. Buy low, sell high. But when it's something so new, something so different, that's hard for people to wrap their minds around. And sometimes you need to know every single detail in order to help you make a decision. I can't provide you every single detail, but I can provide you a lot. So how it's mined. Basically, mining is equal to your auditor. You have a tax auditor, you have bank auditor. I think that's the only auditor I can think of. But it is the actual definition is it is the process of verifying transactions and adding them to the public ledger. So there's a thing called a public ledger. It's it's actually called the blockchain. But if you want to break it down to a term that's already kind of close to your head, it's a public ledger. It is a list of verified transactions, not just monetary, but it can be contracts, records, licenses, just it's a block of encrypted information. And so the blockchain, I wanna kind of show you here what it looks like. Ooh. So that's what your blockchain looks like. Ooh. This is the process your Bitcoin has to go through. Either one person or a group of people verify the monetary transactions within the block, right? So you spend, I don't know, $20. 5 people are going to verify Probably more, but just for easy numbers, 5 people are going to verify whether or not that was legitimate digital currency, like if you tried to use the same coin twice or not. And then they have to verify like 1 megabyte of that data. That limit was set by the original creator, even though they're complaining and want more data. Obviously bigger payouts if you have more data. But once that's verified, within that block, there's a hexadecimal number that they have to guess at. So basically, they verify your money, and then they guess at a computer number, and then if they guess right, which is right would be the exact number or lower, then they get that block. They get to keep the transaction fees that come with it, and then they also win 12 Bitcoin. So they're getting paid to audit, they're getting paid to look through the ledger and say, okay, yeah, this wasn't a fake 20, this wasn't a fake 20, this wasn't a fake 20, check, 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 check. Okay, all of you people has verified, you've kept everybody else honest in this system of numbers that can't really be changed because they're on so many computers and not anywhere central at all. Okay, now you get the chance to guess at this number and keep the fees. That's your reward. Hopefully you're the first to guess if you are a minor. Otherwise, sucks to suck and you did all that verifying for no reason. Oopsie daisy. But it's not going anywhere. The internet's not going anywhere. Online spending isn't going anywhere. So therefore, there will always be transactions to verify. And since there are always transactions to verify, there's going to be people who need to verify them. And then those people are obviously gonna want to get paid. And then the benefits are also countless for other countries. They give you, you may not have a good bank there or any bank there, like a poor, torn down country, but you got a cell phone. So therefore you have internet access, which means you have Bitcoin access, which means you have access to buy and sell things digitally that you didn't have before, and a money-making opportunity. So if we're breaking it down, it's a peer-to-peer system. So the way a bank works is they're middlemaning, basically. You have your credit card, right? Then you pay your bill. Say something happens and the credit card company says you didn't have enough money. Well, you go through your bank and you're like, clearly I do. Look at the bank says I does. The bank is trustworthy. It's not just me. But the bank charges you a fee and plays with your money. Whereas we can do that for each other through Bitcoin. And I don't know about you, but I don't trust banks. But the other side of that coin is also trusting this coin. So that's why I figure, some people need more information other than, it'll make you lots of money, which it will. I'm working on it. I already invested, so I'm going to see once I'm able to start trading. I don't have enough to trade yet, but I'll definitely show that there. But yeah, those are the hows and whys of cryptocurrency. It came about with Satoshi, or can't remember his name, but it came out with one person who basically he made a code that verified and then verified these transactions, created the first blockchain, and then it just kind of spread from there. Oh, if you can read code, you'll see that the very, very first blockchain for Bitcoin was back in 2009 when all that was happening with the banks and they were on like their second bailout. This is the way to take the banks out your money. I know everybody loves that, so it's growing and it's a peer-to-peer system. So if there are more peers, then it's only good things. So yeah, what's Bitcoin and why I'm investing? It is I'm terrible at these videos. But it's a digital currency that when you spend it, gets verified by your peers and is growing in value every day.